Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Josie K Tarot for your Monday, June 30th reading. So excited because I'm thinking about doing things in a different way today. There's a little bit of a zip in the air, and it's funny because it's rainy here where I'm at, but I feel a lot of hearts touching each other at this time, like people coming together and making sure others understand that they care about them. But that's just something I'm feeling. So let's go back into Zen mode here. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and start doing like kind of a short read for each sign. So we'll kind of be able to have a story tied to that. And it can only be maybe certain energies. It can't be everyone's energies. I'm just pulling from the energies I'm receiving this morning for tomorrow on Friday the 30th. Okay. All right. So let's hop in and start out with Aries. Dear Lord, Spirit, Guides, and Angels, please bless those born under all signs today, but starting with Aries. Sun, Moon, and Rising for Friday, June 30th. So the first card being represented is that maybe sometime today you guys might be thinking about whether or not a situation, connection, business offer, or something is real or not. Whether or not you should give something another chance. In your thoughts, some of you are ready to cut someone out of your path, or you are thinking of someone who's an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising, male or female, because it's a general reading. In your foundations, Aries, we have the Knight of Swords, wanting to say something to someone, but fearing it could cause them, or just bad thoughts in general. In the recent past, you had your mind focused on something too intensely, and now moving into the weekend, I feel like it's a good time to hope, wish, and pray for something new as your wheel starts to move forward. Cut out of the things that do not serve you and look forward, because Spirit's saying you guys have gone full circle with regards to an experience. Your hopes and fears may be on this day and even into the weekend that you have to decide between someone or something, and you're trying to figure out who is or is not good for you here on Friday the 30th. I was going to do another layer of cards for further information, but you'll have to get a direct reading from me because I'm going to try and make this short. Plus, I have my father in town that I have not seen for months and months and months. So let's move on to Tauruses, please, Spirit. Tauruses. I'm going to shuffle a little bit more than that. Dear Lord, Spirit, Guides, and Angels, please bless those born under the sign of Taurus for messages for Friday, June 30th, 2017. Some of you guys are getting real serious about something, very focused, organized, and logical about what it is you do and do not want on Friday. Some of you may be thinking about an old path or a current path and what you want to do and if you should give something another try. Maybe this has to do with the relationship you've been wondering about, and in the recent past you made a wish, but now in the near future, you guys are kind of looking to see, what is this new path all about? What is it that I still have to learn in the next couple weeks? You're feeling pretty content and maybe even proud of your advancement somehow. Some of you guys are excited for a brand new path, opportunity, or relationship on Friday. But the Hierophant's saying just have faith and hope at this time. So maybe you have someone on your mind, or you're thinking about the person on your mind and you're wondering how far you've come and if there's anything you should do to change up the passion in your relationship. I felt like I had to pull a Mary Queen of Angel card for that, and we have quiet, Spirit saying, I go into peaceful silence and I listen. So don't reach out to others, just work it out within. At this time anyway, on Friday. So Geminis, looking at an offer, maybe even from the past, because this person is facing the past, or not, they're not real excited about it, but they keep reminiscing about it. You guys do. Geminis, Sun, Moon, or Rising. You're hoping and wishing and praying for something in your thoughts position, and yet in your foundation, you're wanting to put something to an end. So I don't know if you guys are putting one thing to an end, or you're fighting with the same idea of a person. Should I put it to an end, or should I wish for something more? Because in the past, you guys have grown from the ashes. You've learned from your lessons, and yet now in the next few weeks, you're still fantasizing about a wish. Some of you are wanting to connect with someone who you feel is maybe a very balanced person in connection to you. So you're still kind of wanting to take off and see what that could be like. What is that connection? Hoping and fearing that it doesn't get left in the past and that you maybe wish you would have at least tried to give a moment a chance. So some of you might think about loading up and packing and just running and seeing what a situation is like so you can get clarity. All right, let's move into, oh shoot, my screen moved on me. I should know these by heart anyway. Cancers. Dear Lord, Spirit Guides, and Angels, please bless those born under the sign of Cancer for Friday, the 30th. Looking, should I give a situation another chance? Wow, so a lot of people are thinking about this now. And you guys are actually setting goals to take place or to take steps into some sort of direction, and or you're thinking about giving another chance or opportunity with regards to someone who is a fire sign, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising in your thoughts position. You're trying to get to the truth of a situation, and in your foundation, you're wondering if you just drew someone into your path who was going to be causing you too much conflict and angst. In the recent past, you guys wanted to make a wish, and now you know what it is that you have to do in the next few weeks because of the truth. You need to get to the truth. Say it like it is and be done. Know that as you move forward, the Hierophant is here to tell you to have hope and faith in your future. In your hopes and fears, you actually can manifest a new path in love. So decide in your outcome position. Are you putting an end to something, or are you going to sit there and be sad about it when there are many new beginnings before you? In fact, I see one coming for some of you, and I believe it could have to do with finances, and that you guys are applying yourselves very well at this time. So good job. All right, so that was Cancer. Now we're doing Leo. Okay, dear Lord, Spirit Guides, and Angels, please bless Leos with clearly defined messages for Friday the 30th. Okay, Leos. Ticked off and frustrated about something. Some of you may be going to court or may be deciding to cut something out of your path and to find balance in your life. Thinking about someone who may have offered their heart, but in a very small way, or a water sign is on your mind. In your foundation, you're wanting to maybe cut things out of your path because you have words to say, or you did have words to say. Some of you have been maybe offered love by an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising, male or female. And in the next couple of weeks, you're trying to figure out if this connection is healthy or not. Still trying to get over maybe a marriage, divorce or breakup or something that transpired. And that's what you have the next few days or weeks, probably weeks, to get over. It's a heartache, but someone outside of your path is really making you feel good. You're just not sure, some of you, Leos, if this is healthy for you or not. So know that at this time in your hopes and fears position, you are going to get clarity. You're going to be reborn from the ashes of the experience with someone who hasn't been healthy for you, who may have been an air sign. And in your outcome position, you guys know that you will survive no matter what transpires. So sitting in a good position, Leos, being strong with that Leo strength. Virgos, let's talk about Virgos. What are the energies for Virgos, dear Lord, Spirit Guides, and Angels for June 30th, 2017? Okay, we're starting out with Virgo saying, I've come a long way. I have now grown into this egg. I have protected so much on this path, and now I can fly. Where do I want to go and fly? I seem to be too wrapped up in the past, or I am finally growing from the past memories. I'm finally wanting to give my whole heart to someone, or I am thinking about someone who's a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising, male or female. In your foundation, some of you can't get someone off your mind. In the past, it kept you up in your head, though it was not good for you. Therefore, in the next few weeks or days or however that turns out, and I'm not going to assign too much time to these for those who are trying to, this is just a quick message, okay? I'm trying to make it as quick as possible. You'll be looking at things from different perspectives to try and figure out if this new fun connection is one that will be true. Okay, Virgos, now Spirit saying you have the energies of the Strength card on Friday, maybe even into the weekend, and you're hoping and your hopes and fears involve having a happily ever after. Are you looking back at someone in the past about a happily ever after, or are you actually wanting to offer your heart to someone new? It seems like you're really enjoying yourselves, and you are contemplating a path, but you don't want a bunch of baloney in your path, and you don't want to be held up and stuck in your path. So some of you are going to be going back and forth a lot about something, figuring out what it is you should be doing, what path you want to go on, and who or what is the most compatible for you. But yet I still don't see that you guys want to, not all of you, some of you don't want to get hung up in a relationship at this time, and that's fine. Okay, Libras. Libras for Friday, June 30th. Dear Lord, Spirit, Guides, and Angels, please bless us with clearly defined messages regarding this born under the sign, sun sign, moon sign, or rising sign of Libra for Friday the 30th. Some of you Libras have your heart wide open, wanting to care and love and give to others. Maybe having a lot of things on your plate on Friday, trying to figure out which thing to do first. How do I prioritize? Maybe you're thinking about the coming and going and trying to find some sort of rest. You're looking at something from the past that has kind of brought you a lot of pain, and sometimes you reminisce on the sadness of it. But moving into the near future, the next couple of weeks, you're going to be connecting and having some fun with someone, and you're going to still be looking at the past person and learning a little bit from what transpired back then. Some of you may need to still be connecting to this person. Yes, and here you guys are deciding how you're going to deal with this path. You've got your sword ready, that's for darn sure. And part of you wants to still open your heart. Some of you guys are focused on career and finances, and whether or not you want an offer. Yeah, some of you are going to get pretty clear about how much money you want to make. So Libras are going to go for the gusto, either on Friday or you're thinking about it Friday, Libras. Okay, Scorpios, dear Lord, Spirit, Guides, and Angels, please bless us with clearly defined messages for Scorpios, sun, moon, or rising, male or female, for June 30th. All right, Scorpios. Scorpios are enjoying a happily ever after, peaceful time at home in the comfort of what has been transpiring for so long, and maybe even thinking about changing things up somehow. Scorpios are kind of in their thoughts. They're trying to figure out, I've applied so much of my energy to a situation. How much more do I want to do? What do I want to do? How is the next step going to be? And in your foundation, some of you are even saying, you know what? I'm just going to have to do what I have to do. Yes, this person was fun in the past, and now moving into the near future, it's almost like some of you have connected with someone new, and you're trying to create something new. This new path, you have control over maybe how much in finances you bring in through a connection, or the bringing together of a connection. Some of you are with a fire signs, and I'm just getting that from the Three of Wands. Sagittarius, Leo, and Spirit's saying just be careful. Make sure you know if a person is who they are presenting themselves as, because some of you may be hoping so much about being in a nice, beautiful, financially set situation. But it looks like in your outcome position, either you're working hard on a project, or you're connected with regards to 3 companies, 3 businesses, or there are definitely 3 people. So if you are actually kind of sitting back right now, some of you Scorpios wondering about a path and whether you or not you can trust that situation, know that you've come a long way. You've come far enough to be able to state what it is you want on your path and what it is you don't want, and to stand strong in that as you are offering your heart, and know that if it isn't a compatible situation, then it's got to go. Wow, so somebody's checking out someone or contemplating something with someone. It could even be a business thing where if you don't get what you want, you need to know you have clarity, Scorpios. You got to, for sure this weekend, be clear about what it is you want in your own path, and people around you have to respect that. All right, so now we're going for Sagittarius's June 30th, and we've got Sagittarius really taking some time to slowly create something. I believe financially, they're trying to earn a position, maybe into a higher, better position. They're hoping that this new path will be manifested soon. In their thoughts position, they like the people they work with, or they're doing their best to get along with who they can. who they can. They're getting along with somebody and they're enjoying the connection. It may be that they're looking back at this person, wondering about them. It could be someone you have not met or are with, who could be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising, male or female. And yet you're going to be figuring out in the near future that, some of you may have someone coming in from your past that maybe you're not too excited about, or you get news that you're not excited about. But I also see someone trying to open up their heart to you. Spirit saying set goals based on what you experience with others and in your hopes and fears. Be patient. Eventually in your outcome position, some of you are going to decide which position, which person is best for you. Some of you are going to be putting an end to something, maybe Friday or this weekend. But Spirit saying take a moment to look at it from every perspective. Remember the good things about this connection. Have the strength to understand and to be clear what it is you do or do not want to move forward. And also be clear with regards to finances and advancement. Some of you are ready to advance and you know it. And so you need to clarify that with someone, that it's been a while and you've been working for the same money, and count how many contracts or how many things you've succeeded and accomplished with, or connections, and maybe they've lost track of how much you're accomplishing. Capricorns are focused on maybe retirement funding, trying to figure out, now that they've gone full circle, maybe something about finances and how to invest. Don't get down and worried about things. Stay optimistic. There is someone in your foundation, though, that you might want to keep an eye on. In the recent past, you guys really worked hard to become who you've always wanted to become, into a position of leadership or something where you sit in a decent position in your own viewpoint, of your own perspective. And now you're moving forward in the next few weeks, and I feel like someone's coming into your path that isn't a sure deal. Maybe Friday you're thinking about this, or you meet this person, or into the weekend, but you are definitely not to get too excited about some sort of connection. I can't see who that is. Someone outside of, no, Spirit saying make a choice. You don't have to make a choice, I feel like, with the Two of Pentacles. I feel like you don't have enough information, like you're in balance. So just be slow with something and see how it evolves as it grows, and then decide. So be patient with the Temperance energies. Hope that you have patience and manifest patience to be able to get clarity. Someone in your outcome. Yeah, you guys are going to start setting goals with regards to dealing with the situation. Do you want love or not? Does this person belong in your path? Or do some of you have your eye on a different person? Wondering if this person is the one for you. Taking time to look at things from every perspective, because someone that you connect with may be involved in another person. And it's not something someone's doing on purpose. It could be a fire sign, Sagittarius or Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, for some of you. So needing to get clarity about a connection, Capricorns. All right, Aquariuses. Dear Lord, Spirit, Guides, and Angels, please bless us with clearly defined messages with regards to Aquariuses, Sun, Moon, or Rising, male or female, because it's a general reading, June 30th. And let's see. Aquariuses are thinking about setting out on a brand new, exciting, passionate path. They're looking at their past and are kind of down and depressed about that, trying to figure out if something's going to end up in court, or how they're going to handle a situation or get to the truth of a situation. Some of you guys are taking the steps to get to a truth situation, or you are dealing with someone who's very fiery and passionate, someone who could be a fire sign. In the recent past, we had you had the strength, and now you're wondering if you do have the strength, because I feel like someone's coming into your path and they've got an agenda. You're seeing this person as not productive for your path, but yet Spirit's saying open your heart and be fair. In your hopes and fears, growing into a new person because of the experience, and in the outcome position, growing full circle and finally becoming what the lesson has wanted to teach you. However that applies. All right, so the overall reading, I do a quick one to the side, speaks of retirement, but trying to connect with someone and can't because there's too many other circumstances taking place. It's time for a new path, but you got to open your heart and finish up this old path. You are now being reborn from the ashes, you guys, Aquariuses, to be able to make a wish and move forward. But there's a connection maybe with an earth sign that needs time and energy. You can't put it to an end so you can move on and enjoy yourself. Even though there may be a tantalizing, exciting path before you guys, there are things that need to be taken care of before you move down a path of fantasy and happily ever after. There are some things that need to be tended to first for Aquarius as of Friday, June 30th, on into maybe the weekend. So Pisces, to close with, dear Lord, Spirit, Guides, and Angels, please bless us with clearly defined messages regarding Pisces' life path here on Earth at this time on into the future. And we have Pisces, hoping, wishing, and praying. Know that you have the energies of the Star card to do so. Know that you are manifesting from the experiences you've had to endure, and you are becoming a stronger soul. In your thoughts, you're starting to realize that you do have a beautiful surrounding, that you are content in where you are and in your own skin. In the foundation, though, there are some things you're trying to get answers to, things that you don't have clarity on. In the past, you let something come to an end, and now moving into the near future, you guys are connecting with others and having a nice time. Slowly but surely, what it is you guys are creating with regards to finances is becoming in the next 4 to 6 weeks. So fret not. Enjoy this journey, Spirit says. Something new will come, and at some point you will decide if that is the direction that's going to leave you content and happy in the future. Hopes and fears, hoping to just really connect and have a lot of love in your life right now. Wow, look at in the outcome position. Some of you guys are going to have a lot of fun Friday into the weekend, connecting, having fun, maybe with children, family. Spirit's got a separate word here about 3 people that may have been in imagination. It's time to get back on a new path because of the lesson you've learned, and be clear with yourself that something needs to come to an end, whoever that's for. Hopes and fears about a connection. Is it right? Is it wrong? Know that you will survive. Take some time to figure out who a person truly is, and know that if you're in a happy position now, to let something go, especially if it has to do with some of you who may have a secret with an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. In the outcome, yes, you may be reminiscing about an old path that maybe was just about fantasy and lust, but wasn't reality and left you with harsh feelings. Know that it's time to finally need to do what must be done and plant this life renewed acorn to create a beautiful new tree in your future for yourself, meaning a new home tree where you're in a new location, a new business tree, a new maybe romantic tree, whatever that is. Start something new at this time, knowing it's going to grow and become something very, very beautiful. I'm going to pull one more card from the Mary Queen of Angels deck for a word of prayer so you guys can get on with your day and have something to think about that was representing Friday, June 30th, spiritually. Then the word of prayer is forgiveness today and into the future. I'm willing to release old resentments so that I may enjoy my life. So remember, Friday and into the weekend, I'm pretty sure I'll be doing readings, but I will have company. So continue to let old resentments go. And that is what will help you enjoy your life to the fullest. Thank you again for coming to me for your read at Josie K Tarot. If you need a personal read, I'm at josiek42@gmail.com. Take care and God bless.